boys. First. This is our starting battery charger. It's a Blue Smart charger. It's fully customizable for gel, lead acid, and lithium. We actually use another one of these in our van right now for shore power charging. Excellent, and Bluetooth control. So I'm going to set that up today so that way we don't have any more issues with our starter batteries being drained. I'm going to get them fully charged and then top them off with some distilled water because they're probably low on their fluid. I'm underneath. Hush. Where are you? Thank you. So the reason why I'm under the bus is not to do any real work, but I am trying to get the model number for the ECU for our Allison transmission. So, looks like it was under this plate, obviously. And the reason why I need that model is I found a guy out in South Carolina who can potentially unlock the 6th gear for our transmission. So the 5th gear has been fine, but anytime we want to cruise at 65 miles per hour or even 70 on long stretches, we could get significantly better gas mileage with that 6th gear. So yeah. Alright, so I just got off the phone with a guy, and it looks like our model of TCM is the first gen of the 4th generation module. So there was like 5 different models that came out, and this one is apparently really problematic when you try to reprogram them. So he highly recommended just upgrading to the latest gen, which is an A59, and have that one programmed. But that was going to cost us like $1,200 more bucks. So I think we're going to be just waiting, because now it doesn't make any sense to be unlocking the gear right now. We're not going to be really putting any miles or a ton of miles on this thing for another year. So we're going to hold off and just wait. I think I calculated it would take at least 12,000 miles to get that money back. So yeah, that's going to be a bit. So yeah, maybe next year. Maybe towards the summer when we're actually driving this around a lot more. So yeah. This will eventually be mounted inside, and then I'll run 10 gauge wire down into here. But for now, it's a temporary solution. It'll be mounted in here. App is set to 25 amps. I'm putting it at about a 75% load. We're getting only almost 25 amps on the dot. And we are reconditioning these batteries. So this will probably take the next 2 days over the weekend. And yeah, hopefully this will save them. Nice. this. Look at this. Oh yeah, there we go. Quesadillas. Thanks, babe.
First attempt at quesadillas, so.
Looks delicious.
Let me see, or let me know how it goes, I guess.
So good.
Coffee? So it's like I need to cook it on this side more. So, flip it again.
Can't wait for more kitchen counter space, right?
Yeah, for real. Well, this is also basically our kitchen table, too.
Yeah.
So
we're eating at the table. That's part of the counter.
Yeah. Doesn't really work out.
And the sink is part of this counter.
Yeah.
So we'll have a whole new table that's as long as this almost. A whole counter that's as long as this, and then a sink completely in a separate area. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Buddy, look at you, you little cute boy.
I guess Lizzie had to really go to the bathroom this morning. She woke me up like 4 times to tell me that it was actually real and there wasn't anything outside that she was just wanting to go chase. Almost there. If there's a hole there, sure, but I don't think there's a hole there yet.
There is.
Sure?
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
I mean, you'll find out soon enough. No, it's right on the edge of the skin.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
Hey, Lizzie. Coffee? Buddy? You're a good boy.
Alright, so something I don't have a lot of footage of, but I was kind of working on while we had little small gaps this weekend, is we got rid of all of our buzzers except for one, and that's inside this instrument cluster. So it's the alarm for the air tanks not being at the proper pressure or above the minimum pressure, which I think is 50 psi. I don't want to get rid of that because it's kind of important to have, but also if you listen how loud this is, that's going to wake up everyone in here, including a kid, even if you just needed to go ahead and crank it and get it warmed up. But I was able to find it with the cover off on the back. You can tell the difference here. So now, it probably you can't even hear it on the camera, but I can still hear it just slightly. So I'm gonna plug that hole with some super glue so that way it stays really quiet, but that you can still, if you're in the driver's seat, you can still hear it. So yeah, that was super annoying buzzer that we can get rid of now.
Yay.
Alright. Yeah. This little guy here, I looked up the part number on this, and apparently it's also for microwaves. Just funny. Yep. What are we eating, babe?
Blueberries and goat cheese.
Yep. Blueberry infused goat cheese
And pita chips.
with pita chips
Yum.
and some coffee and lemon water.
It's delicious, honestly. I'm starving.
Yeah. Makes for a great snack. So what are we having for dinner?
Well, we have some leftovers. You could have a bowl of potato soup if you want. Or I could make hamburger steaks. Or we could have more chicken quesadillas. Those chicken quesadillas were pretty good last night, so I'm kind of feeling chicken quesadillas. How would you feel if... Do you think we could still finish off that bowl of potato soup?
Possibly. I mean,
So I don't really want to keep it.
yeah.
I'd rather finish it off and move on.
Problem is, cheese is actually going to fill me up quite a bit. I mean, unless we can probably make... You think the chicken quesadillas could go for lunch tomorrow? If we finish off the potato soup and maybe ate the hamburgers?
So you want me to go ahead and make them and then warm them up?
Maybe.
It's just they were so good. If I'm going to make them, I'm going to want to eat them.
I mean, that's fine too if you could eat some of it, but just... We should maybe try to make all of that tonight, because it's going to go bad if not.
What's that sound?
It's okay. It sounded like the multimeter was going off.
Oh. Yeah, I can make all of it.
It's kind of a lot to do, but we should be finished up. That only took us 25 minutes for this side.
I really don't want to eat a hamburger steak though.
Okay.
I want to eat chicken quesadillas and you can have a hamburger steak.
Could do that. Finish it off. Okay. Sound good? Whew. It smells weird. Alright, at least the first two sections there. It's hard to get to the back section. Look pretty good. Alright. That is attached. Yeah, it's still got a little bit of charge to go, but the amps are dropping down as we speak. Went from 30 already down to 18.6, 18, 17. So they're pretty much topped off. All right. So the rain gutters are on. However, we deviated from our original plan. We thought we were going to be doing seam sealer on them this time. However, that would be a really bad idea. With the new skins, it's causing a lot of bulging out away from the top skin with the rain guard. So the gap is bigger than what you would typically want to use seam sealer for. Not only that, but looking at it, would be kind of a nightmare to paint the bus properly in the future if we weren't able to take these rain gutters back down. So we just put them up with screws this time, and basically we're just going to go buy some window caulk and just fill those gaps for now, something that'll be easy to just scrape off later with a razor blade. So that way, at least through winter, we don't have any water issues for sure. And then, yeah, probably when we do the final install for these, we'll probably rivet them, and we will use Bondo to properly fill the gap between the rain gutter and the roof skin. So,
You know what I just thought of? If we do rivet it, then we'll have to drill out all the holes.
a little bit bigger. Just a little bit, though.
Still pretty annoying.
Yeah. I think it'd be worth it, though. The rivets just... Some of the holes were already stripped out. They went to tighten, and they just kept turning, so... Plus, with Bondo, you want it to be permanent. Like, Bondo is a form of kind of an epoxy that hardens to something similar to JB Weld.
Yeah.
So...
I was also thinking that it might actually be better if we painted the rain guards that off-white color that I want the roof to be.
Yeah.
That way, like,
They kind of match.
it just blends well, I think.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. And we can prep them really well while they're off,
Yeah,
right?
you could even paint them while they're off if you wanted to.
Probably not, just because of we could prime them really well, make sure that's good, but we couldn't paint them because I'll have to do the Bondo, then resand, then lightly prime those areas, and then we'll have to do the final paint.
Sounds fun.
But still prepping them perfect. Offline will be 10 times better. That paint for sure will last forever.
Goofy boy. Look at this sweet little goofy boy. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Such a happy boy.
So that finishes up that job. I don't have any caulk, so that'll have to be next weekend. Yeah. Got one other thing I want to work on, so I'm going to do that. And probably going to start dinner soon.
Oh yeah, I should probably start dinner.
Yeah.
go.
Nice.
Korean people use scissors for everything, so.
That's right. You're not wrong.
Whatever. All right, it works for me.
All right, you're closing out this video, babe.
How so?
I don't know. You gotta close it out. Spur of the moment. It's all on you.
What the crap? This is too much pressure.
Okay.
Cut.
Oh, we're not cutting. This is gonna be a one and done. All right. So obviously we're getting ready for bed and we're eating dinner. So yeah. See you next week.